What's up guys, Transguy here, and today in this video it will be my part 2 of my attack boat analysis. My part 1 already talked about the unlocks and facts and details of the attack boats, so in this part I'll be giving you guys my opinion, for example like the things I like and don't like about the attack boats and what unlocks I would recommend you to run. Again, I am trying to put out as many videos as I can. I have a busy schedule and I always have a lot of schoolwork, so I am trying my best. Now to get started, if you ever watched the first part, I would recommend you to do so because I spent a lot of time working on it, and this video will be covering some of the things which was in that video, so I will have a link in the description down below for those of you who hasn't seen it yet. To give you guys my complete honest opinion on the attack boats, I think most of the time the attack boats are overpowered and at other times they can be underpowered. Now what I mean by that is when you're playing in the right game mode and on the right map, you can really rip up infantry and vehicles with the attack boats. An example of this is the American attack boat in Rush playing on Parasol Storm. You can really dominate the defending infantry with it, but if you're playing in a server with really good jet pilots and you're the attack boat, you'll become a sitting duck, literally. So firstly, I want to show you guys what unlocks I currently run when playing with the attack boats. Now I find all these unlocks at the current moment are the most beneficial, and this will be my favorite loadout to use for now. First, in the primary weapon section, I run the burst cannon. I'm sure 90% of the people who has unlocked this unlock will also be running it too because it just fires the 25mm rounds so quick. If you have a good and fast trigger finger, you can get all the 32 rounds downrange very quickly. It'll turn the burst mode into practically fully automatic. Then I chose the Ttp Missiles for the secondary weapon section because they're just so powerful against other attack boats and they take no time to reload. So you can get the 2 missiles downrange very quickly. One missile will usually already immobilize the vehicle, and then the second one will do even more damage, and I usually finish it off with the burst cannon. In my complete honest opinion, I think the Ttp Missiles are very overpowered and can be quite annoying at times to be on the receiving end. I've seen players park the boat in the deployment and then use the Ttp Missiles to snipe enemy vehicles far away from them, and I can understand why the enemy will be very mad at them and they have nothing they can do against that. Then I use active protection for my countermeasure. In my opinion, I think it's the best out of all 4 of them. I used to have problems with using it and I used it before and it didn't really work out for me, so for a while I used IR smoke. But now when you equip active protection and activate it, you'll get a few seconds of protection from most enemy fire, and then it'll have to reload and cool down for 70 seconds. If you know an attack jet's about to do a strafing run on you, activate it and then it'll usually block all of the 30mm rounds from the whole strafing run. It is very useful for all kinds of situations, from escaping the battle or for defending yourself. It just really helps a lot. For the optics section, I use zoom optics because I find the other 2 optics such as IR and V optics and thermal optics aren't very good. You just can't see very far away from them, and when I first got them I kinda expected it for me to see enemies from very far away, but that was not the case, so zoom optics was the perfect choice for me because it just really allows me to spot enemies from far away, and then I can try to use the best possible way to get close to the target and kill or destroy it. And lastly, for the upgrade section, I am currently switching back and forth between maintenance and proximity scanner. I'll probably continue switching back and forth until they fix belt feeder, because currently the belt feeder does nothing to help you to reload faster, so there's not really any point of running it. And yes, I know I don't really have much proof of that it's broken, but I did test out the reload time and it didn't seem like a benefit at all. So take whatever you like from this video, but not everything is 100% confirmed. Now I do use maintenance because I like to heal quickly since I play very aggressively with the attack boats and I usually get myself damaged very quickly. And sometimes I run proximity scanner because I like to know where all the enemies are so I can find the best possible way to kill them without getting myself hurt. That was just my loadout for the attack boats while playing on PC. I want to know what you guys are running and what is your loadout and what system or platform you guys are playing on, because maybe some of the unlocks which are broken for PC may not be broken for the consoles. I just don't know because I don't own the console version of Battlefield 4. Moving on, I just want to talk a bit about more of the problems and disadvantages while using some of the unlocks on the attack boats, because I believe some of them does nothing and some are just overpowered. So I'll just go down the list in the order you will unlock them, but only taking the ones which has a problem. Firstly, I want to talk about the thermal camo. Now honestly, I really don't think there's a point of using this because most players will not lock onto you when you're in the attack boats, and I really don't see the difference between while using it or not using it, but that's just my opinion and you may not agree with me. Next is the passive radar missiles. They aren't overpowered, but they are very spammable, since they do come in a magazine of 2 missiles default and they take 2 more missiles in its ammo count, meaning you can reload quickly, only taking 6 seconds, and then fire again at the aircraft and maybe it will take it down. Smokescreen is next, and I really find it not effective enough. I would imagine it will almost make you disappear since you're trading the benefit of dodging lock-on missiles for you to be harder to be seen. I just hope DICE either makes the smokescreen harder to see through or makes the smoke last longer. If they don't change this, it'll turn this unlock from underused to unused. Then we have proximity scan, and currently at this state I have no problems with it since it works normally and it's not too powerful. It can be useful if you know how to utilize this unlock to your advantage, or else it could feel like it's a total waste of unlock space. Then there are the cannons. Now I think all the cannons except for the burst cannon has no problems. They don't do extreme amount of damage to armored vehicles, so they aren't really that unbalanced. And yes, they do rip out infantry, but that's not a huge problem in my opinion because I don't often get killed by them. But the problem is the burst cannon. They fire the 25mm rounds, since in theory each bullet should do the same amount of damage as one of the bullets from the 25mm cannon. But the burst cannon fires in the 8-round bursts, so if you pull the trigger fast enough, it will fire like it was automatic, but at a way higher RPM than the 25mm cannon. So basically, it just blows the 25mm cannon out of the water, and there's no point of not switching to it. And if you actually don't switch to it, it'll be a disadvantage compared to the other ones. Lastly, if you watch my part 1 video, then you'll know the fire extinguisher is broken for me at least. It just doesn't work, and I hope DICE will fix this, but if they don't, I really won't notice this because I was never really a big fan of the fire extinguisher in Battlefield 3, and I'm not in Battlefield 4 either. Anyways, those were just some of the biggest problems in my opinion with the attack boats. I'm sure within time DICE will fix all these problems, and hopefully the attack boats will become even more balanced with the rest of the game. Once I get enough experience with the attack boats, I will try to make a good guide for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and a comment down below. I will greatly appreciate it. I will continue to try for bringing some source of Battlefield 4 videos. Peace out guys.